I've waited almost a decade to tell this story because I didn't want anyone to think I was crazy. And now it's not a matter of the fact that I don't care, it's I don't know what else to do to not tell this story. And it will probably be in a few parts, and for that I am sorry. But there's no other way. 8.5 years ago, a healer reached out to me on Facebook. It was a man, and he had a Native American name. And he simply said, "I know who you are." And at the time, I was very kind of afraid or apprehensive about men. So I tread with caution. I told my husband about him because I didn't want any weirdness. And I said, "Okay, who am I?" He said, "I can't tell you. You have to find out for yourself." And I said, "Well, how am I supposed to do that?" And he said, "I'm going to teach you to do self-hypnosis. And you are going to do self-hypnosis. And when you come out of each and every self-hypnosis, you are going to write down exactly what you saw. Doesn't matter if it's a color or a sound, whatever it is, you're going to write down everything that you saw to your memory." Now to rewind, about 2 years prior to this, I was having all of these weird dreams about bear fur. I would wake up thinking that I was covered and laying in a bear pelt, and I had no idea why. I also found this very small, weird plastic bear toy that I, for some reason, decided to keep and put on my dresser. And in hindsight, this Native American person's name was something bear. So when my brain put this all together, it was almost as if those dreams were a precursor to meeting this person. It sort of allowed me to kind of drop my guard and recognize that it was okay. So over the next couple months, I started to do these self-hypnosis. I never talked to this person over the phone. This was all done via email and Facebook Messenger, and he emailed me a sheet explaining how to do the self-hypnosis. During the self-hypnosis, I would go into different past lives. I had never done this before. It was not a part of my repertoire. I had never been hypnotized before. And when I would come out of each and every self-hypnosis, I would write down everything that I saw, felt, every life that I experienced into a notebook. One of the lives that I had lived was being a whale. One of the lives that I had lived, I was Norse, and I watched my wife and child be decapitated. One of the past lives, I was a witch, or actually I was a lesbian who had been burned at the stake. One of the past lives, I was a sexual predator. And one of the past lives, I was a plane bomber in a war and selfishly left my wife and child to become this Air Force person. And one was, I was at the foot of the cross. Part 2.